Up, it's Joshua and Shem Show. Welcome to the Joshua and Shem Show. I get first billing because I'm making the show. Sam didn't even want me to do the show. He's like, why are you doing it? It's pretty good. Anyway, I'm gonna talk something else because something popped up. I know Shem put it up there. So I know what we're gonna talk about. Right. It's like the lost years of Jesus have been found in the Ethiopian Bible. In the Ethiopian Bible, they found the lost years of Jesus. And then I got to thinking, like, okay, here's another problem with the story of Jesus Christ on a Domino. We go to Domino's Pizza or to some Jesus Christ. You know, there's another problem, right? All right. When Jesus Christ supposedly existed, right, during when this Roman fight was where, and claims to be the Messiah and restoring David and the temple of David and the bloodline of David. Here's the problem with it, right? The Jews were still in Ethiopia. Solomon, the Ptolemaic dynasty was still intact. In fact, the Ptolemaic dynasty doesn't dissolve until 1974, when I'm born. The line of David was still the Jews were still in Ethiopia. They were still there. They hadn't left. Exile didn't get them, right? They hadn't even been exiled YMCA yet. As far as like the Jews were still in Ethiopia, right? The Ptolemaic dynasty. So the line of David, like there couldn't be. They were still proclaiming the line of Solomon line. So Jesus couldn't come and be the line of David. But anyway, he is not anyway. Because he's conceived by the Holy Spirit and he's a Chinese man. Actually, he's the line of ching chong ching chong ching chong ching chong. Because he's conceived by the Holy Spirit, man. I was talking to the Holy Spirit the other day. I was like, I get to talk to the Holy Spirit sometimes too. Holy Spirit's like, I've said this before. Holy Spirit's like, I couldn't understand the Holy Spirit at first, and then all of a sudden, the Holy Spirit came upon me, and I couldn't understand it. He was like, "Ching chong." That's what it was. And then all of a sudden, it went, "Hey, Josh, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Holy Spirit, I can understand you. I can understand Chinese now." He said, "Yes, because the Holy Spirit is now upon you. You can talk in tongues of Chinese." And I'm actually a Chinese man. I'm actually not the line of David. Mary is actually a storage unit. It doesn't even matter if she's the bloodline of David, or if Joseph's the bloodline of David, or if they're cousins to John the Baptist, who's the bloodline of David. Because I am the Holy Spirit, and conceived means that I'm the mother, and the father is conceived by me. Mary just carried the child. She's a storage unit for the Christ, therefore she's not the bloodline. We went on Judge Judy. It can't be. Jesus can't be. In Adam begot Mr. Tutala, and it begot Obida, and Obida begot, and then Jesus was born, and he's the bloodline of David. And it's actually, the prophecy doesn't even say it's a stump from the root. It's a shoot will shoot up from the stump of the root of Jesse, which is the other way. David is that way. Jesse is that way. It would be Ruth. Jesse's David's grandmother. The stump would be the Moabites. The prophecy was just... But anyway, back to the Holy Spirit thing. Yeah. Conceived by the Holy Spirit, that means that, like, Mary's not the mother either. She's not the mother of God. The Holy Spirit is. And the Holy Spirit, like, people are like, Jesus was black because he's a Hebrew and they're black. No, he's Chinese because the Holy Spirit's Chinese and he was conceived by the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit's not Hebrew or anything. The Holy Spirit's the Holy Spirit. And the Holy Spirit, last time I talked to him when he was like, ching chong, is Chinese.